The Shroud of Turin. Do you know the Shroud of Turin, first of all, has a complementary garment called the Sudarium of Avedo. Now, one of them is a face cloth, and one of them is the actual linen shawl that wrapped the body of Jesus Christ, Corpus Christi. Now, understand this. This is the most studied artifact in the history of our time. It has had over 120 scientific disciplines. Both believers and non-believers look at it under the highest technology. Now, you have to know this real quick. In 1969, it was looked at by scientists from all over the world in Turin, Italy for over 120 hours. And they basically agreed that they can't understand or determine the cause of the image. And it was an original. There was no dye, nothing, no fabricated way that this image would come on there. It still left the highest scientists clueless. But they did carbon date it to the 1300s. Now you have to know why this is. During the 1300s, there was a church fire, and it burned the church down, and it got the box so hot that it had ornate filigree designs, that it melted the filigree, which is why you see by the creases of the garment these little triangles that are actually missing. Well, on one of the lower sides, it was repaired with dyed cotton, which was a very known custom to do patchwork and or repairing. But do you know that this was a cotton piece of the garment? A swatch is what it's called. So when they carbon dated the cotton swatch, of course it dates to the fire in which it was repaired from. But do you know that according to Jewish burial customs, you have to use pure linen? You can't mix linen and wool, linen and flax. I mean, linen is flax, but you can't mix flax and cotton or flax and wool. So the idea is that this garment, that it was prepared, obviously, so what's the real date? So finally, in 2025, they use wide angle X-ray technology on it, and it dates back to the 1st century. Not only that, it has soil specimens, limestone specimens, pollen specimens, and the type of blood that is only released during deep and intense trauma that all go to a Jewish man, and the soil, the pollen, the limestone, all goes actually to the city of Jerusalem, as a matter of fact. And then some of the spots where the shroud was over the last 1,000 and 2,000 years, we see specimens of botanical items and so on and so forth, as would be seen in any type of forensic observation. The other thing you have to know about this garment is that the way the image was made on the garment is kind of like if you put your face on a copy machine, a light goes left to right or right to left. It is congealed from exiting the garment. It's only superficial on the top layer. This is amazing. It is the most studied garment in the world. But here's the final thought, okay? Imagine if this garment really was from Christ, how lives would change. But the Bible says, put on Christ. Put on his deeds, put on his faith, put on his power. That is the mystery within the shroud.